Hello. And take two. Welcome to You Write, the podcast where creativity meets community.
I am Matt.
And I'm Rachel.
Each week on You Write, we challenge our listeners to write a story in just 30 minutes using 3 of 5 randomly generated words.
It's a fun and fast-paced exercise to spark your imagination and get those creative juices flowing.
We'll read your submissions, offer feedback, and discuss the unique twists and turns of each story.
Whether you're an aspiring author or just love a good tale, You Write is your place to explore the endless possibilities of storytelling.
So grab you a cricket bat and let's dive into this week's stories.
Mm-hmm. And remember, the only limit is your imagination and 30 minutes. Let's see what you got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, so this is take 2. We were doing the whole episode and then we realized we weren't recording anything.
Right. Yep. Oops. But luckily we had not gotten that far into the episode.
We're luckily, yeah.
Because if we had,
we would maybe have just missed an episode this week.
We may have missed an episode.
But yeah, we didn't get terribly far. So
no.
Here we are. Hi, everybody.
Hi, and happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's. Yeah, we did this whole thing where we discussed Valentine's Day and what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. That was lame.
Yeah. I'm glad it's gone.
Me too. So got any Valentine's plans?
We're going to play some board games.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. You're welcome to stop by.
Okay.
If you don't have any plans of yourself, do you have any plans?
I'm going to get a car wash today.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. I did go to a Galentine's party last night.
Oh.
Yeah, with a bunch of Karens.
Rosé and...
We drank mimosas.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah. Yep, with a bunch of Karens. I got into it with one of them.
You know.
Trust me, she deserved it. But I ended up crushing her into the couch.
Okay.
And so she was punished.
Seems like very careful word choice there.
It was. Yeah, I flattened her. It was great.
Cool.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
And that's all I had to say about that.
Cool.
Right.
Well, did you see all our stories?
I did.
Who are we reading this week?
We are reading Preparation by Walker by Faith.
Yeah, we are.
Hell yeah. Okay,
and,
y'all ready?
Rachel is going to do the honors.
And because it's a female perspective. Well, it's third person, but you know. She sipped her last drop of tea, warm and calming as it soothed its way down her gullet and into the deepest pit of her belly. She liked the warmth of it, and the bitter aftertaste she often detected from the notes of blood orange and chamomile mixed with steamed milk. She prayed it would awaken her fully. She prayed it would make her more alert for the task at hand. She needed her wits about her. Across the room, the vat boiled over the fire. She watched the condensation run down the side of the large vessel she had procured specifically for this purpose. It gathered at the pot's bottom, dripping and sizzling upon the burning logs beneath. She had ensured the kettle was the proper weight of cast iron, true to the period she wished to invoke. She looked at the cut on her palm, remembering the swift and sharp slice of the knife as she pulled the blade from her closed fist, dripping her essence into the mix over the flames. The flames had danced, keeping time with the flickering candles placed strategically around the wood-paneled room. She was very aware of the somber mood of the place, as she had crafted it over the years to invoke just this vibe. On the bookshelves, bracketed by skull bookends, were various tomes of ill repute and ominous title. Torture Through Time sat next to the King James version of the good book. The shelf above housed Religion, Empire, and Torture, though, as she recalled, a full third of this tome's pages were missing. She rested her feet upon the leather ottoman, draped as it was in faux skin of bear. She recalled asking her last lover for the accoutrement, only to be disappointed by the falsity of the composition. The kettle popped, and a large globule rose over the edge of the pot and dripped lazily into the flames. She smiled. it was almost time. With a pinky devoid of clipping these long years, she plucked the beeswax-covered cotton from her ears, immediately frowning at the onslaught of sound. Being a dealer of pain as she was somewhat accustomed to the screaming. She could not abide, however, the whinging. Whinging is what awaited her unsuspecting ears. She frowned, knowing that her anticipation of the perfect moment of completion would likely lose yet again to her impatience with the auditory assault she now endured. The thought of her mother. Her mother had been the first she had heard whinging in this manner, all those many years and kills ago. That unique ability to combine the mewling of an injured cat with the sycophantic beggary of the condemned was a skill few held. Yet those who did, at least in this place, manifested it only a short time before it was forever culled from this world of sin. She tried to ignore the sound, focusing intently on the tome in her lap. She had been studying the ancient ways and means of accomplishing her intent. In her mind, the old ways were the proper ways, thus the vat, and the knuckle bones within. She rose from her seat with a sigh, pulling her feet across the ottoman and slipping its infernal falsity to the floor. She scooped the bubbling morass into a bowl, scrunching her nose at the offending smell, and slipping past the opened bookshelf doorway, descended the stairs. Her captive began, stuttering. My fingers! He exclaimed, as though she were unaware of the 10 bloody nubs she had left behind in her culling. Shh, she soothed him, ladling the chunky broth into his mouth. Dinna fash, my dearie. Your wee nubbins are right here. His screams mixed with her laughter, rising into the heavens to a god who would not answer nearly soon enough.
Excellent.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. You okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did that drain you?
It drained me a little bit. It really did. Okay, so I just want to start by saying I feel like Walker missed the prompt here.
Yeah, that's actually something I wanted to call out was how you can qualify mundanity.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah.
But when I was first reading it, I was very confused and I wasn't able to, I was waiting for Bathus to appear or something to be like, it's not what it seems like.
Yeah.
You know, because I was like, because this isn't mundane at all.
Yeah, especially where we are going somewhere with this. Yeah. Whereas mundane implies, you know, everyday kind of trivial.
Yeah.
Method. Well, but again, this could be considered mundane for this witch. This could just be another.
But it doesn't seem mundane for her. She's like, this is the moment I've been waiting for. This is what I've been preparing this vibe for years for this, you know?
Yeah.
Although she says she's killed a lot of people, it seems like a very big deal to her.
Yeah.
So that definitely threw me off. And once I got to the very end, I was like, oh, okay, that is exactly what it seemed like it was going to be, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and I was actually just going to go through and look at the comments to see if there was any note about that. But
he did talk about that.
Yeah.
Walker.
Yeah, and it just seems like, this does kind of harken back to your more early submissions to us. It really does feel this kind of unhinged quality to it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it gets very dark, but it really does also carry all of the descriptive capabilities that you bring pretty regularly to us. The descriptive language that you have in here is
great.
Wonderful.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So while it is, in my opinion, the direct opposite of mundane, it is still very good.
Yeah.
And a really great read. And I loved the way that everything was described, the whole scene.
Yeah, and I could see how the mundane scene idea led you into this because of the way that she's just sipping tea, warm and calm, and calming, and it just seems very laid back to begin with, and so it kind of begins like a mundane day for a witch, I guess. But
Yeah.
then it escalates from there. So
yeah, she seems like a very, very, to me, like a very stereotypical witch. Like she's definitely fulfilling that characterization perfectly.
Yeah.
However, one thing that is interesting is that according to my reading of this, it seems that her mother was not a witch, or she killed her mom, right? That's what it's saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that to me kind of branches off a little bit, because usually I think in witch stories, it's like a family affair.
Yeah, like a coven.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's like a descendant. You're like descended from witches and you're all in cahoots working together. But but it looks like her mom was one of her victims.
Yeah, to go back, her mother had been the first she had heard whinging in this manner all those many years and kills ago. Yeah, but she even seems to kind of respect that ability, that unique ability to combine the mewling of an injured cat with the sycophantic beggary of the condemned.
Yeah,
was a skill few held.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, is she actually a witch, or is she just a psychopathic serial killer who dresses up like a witch or acts like a witch? You know?
Maybe.
Because I mean, that would be a good way to like justify to yourself your killing, to be like, I'm a witch. This is what we do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, and we don't really get anything supernatural about this whole interaction.
No.
Just the witchery, I guess.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to really, again, kind of commend you on getting this whole scene set up very quickly and effectively. It's by the fourth paragraph, I have just a very clear picture of a witch over a cauldron. It's just, you do it very effectively, and it almost feels effortless. Just the way that you're able to get that scene set for us to where we're very firmly rooted by paragraph 4 to kind of deal with the escalation that you bring.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. I think it's hilarious that the King James version of the Bible is included in tomes of ill repute and ominous title.
Yeah, and is categorized as the good book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny because it is, the language in it is kind of a bit foreboding.
Especially the Old Testament, dog.
Yeah.
And Revelation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Revelation. You know that one?
No.
Oh, it's a song we sang in church. It's a church kids song. Yeah. It's like, and I think it's 21:8, but I'm not sure. Revelation, 21:8, 21:8. Liars go to hell, burn, burn, burn.
What
burn,
the
burn,
fuck?
burn.
That's not right.
No, it's not an official church song. It's just a song that we as church children would sing to each other when we were caught in a lie.
Wow.
Like,
wow, y'all are fucked up,
you're
man.
going to hell and you're going to burn for eternity.
Burn, burn, burn.
Yeah, burn, 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 burn.
That is so wrong. Why? Why are kids so horrible?
I don't know, but I think it's hilarious. Looking back on it, I appreciate that aspect of my upbringing.
So I'm going to assume that our character here is British, just by the use of whinging. That's the only time I've ever heard that used is with.
Yeah, I had never seen that word before.
Yeah. Well, it takes me back to, I think the first time I ever heard it was in Game of Thrones. Whenever he's like, your mouth is moving and you're complaining. That's whinging.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
I was like, okay.
Okay, so this person's either British or they are play acting. If it is like my theory that it could just be this serial killer, who's like, I'm a British witch, or something. But it is mentioned in the comments, Scottish accent, like there at the end, Dinna fash. And I don't know if I said that correctly. Dinna fash, my dearie. Your wee nubbins. And the word wee. Well,
yeah, we. But we could also apply to Irish as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. The weans.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Walker, again, just very excellent descriptions throughout, through and through for this. And yeah, I agree with Rachel. It's not terribly mundane, but it's a great story nonetheless.
It's a very good story.
Yeah.
And I do like, especially culminating in the very, very last paragraph, I like the just complete abandon. What's the word I'm looking for? Like giving herself over to this sadism.
Yeah.
I like that because, and I've mentioned this like a long time ago, but I like that because it almost like removes my burden of empathy, you know, of every single time somebody is like in pain and I'm just like, no.
Stop
but it's
it.
but it's like if I could actually just be like her and just be like, awesome. I love it when you sound like you're in pain.
Just this reckless abandon.
Yeah. So I do really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It certainly leaves quite a scene in your head with his screams mixed with her laughter. Yeah.
Oh, quite.
Yeah. That's a hell of a way to leave us.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. Thanks, Walker.
Thanks, Walker.
So up next would be Jake, but we're actually going to save yours for the very end because there's some adult themes in there.
Right.
Yeah. So stay tuned for Jake's story at the end. But so that takes us to a new submitter.
Yay. Welcome, Curious Writer 25.
Welcome.
How exciting.
How exciting indeed. Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
So this is a run in the park. So yeah, our main character, Cassandra, is, just as the title would imply, taking a run in the park. But as we move along through the story, we realize that Cassandra is dealing with some memories, and she's not in a very calm place.
No.
And whenever somebody comes along and approaches her, she just decks her.
Yeah.
Right there. After a second to catch her breath, Cassandra's eyes refocused. The person on the ground wasn't him.
Yes.
That detective had told her he was in jail, and she hadn't heard of an escape. This woman, no older than her 26 years, she pulled her earbuds out of her ears, kneeling to check on the woman. "Are you okay? I'm so sorry," she said, a wave of guilt washing over her. So that paragraph is doing a lot to get us in the head of Cassandra and also into this scene as well. Yeah.
So, okay, yes. So Cassandra she likes to get out of the house and get the noise in her head out. And so it says she wouldn't usually be listening to her earbuds and just be absorbed in it as she was out running or whatever, which I agree is not a great idea.
Yeah, you kind of need to have your wits about you if you're in public like that.
I always just put one earbud in so that I can like hear with the other ear, you know, what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
So
you don't get run down. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Contrary to her customary behavior, she is zoned out. And she apparently has an ex who is violent.
Yes. Yeah.
And yes, but is in prison now, according to what the detective told her, or in jail at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just based off of this interaction, this person who comes to meet Cassandra on her run, we learn Jesse, and I assume I remind you of someone you don't want to be around. The woman, Jesse, apparently said. So Jesse knows something about Cassandra, and Cassandra is caught off guard by this. Like, how could you possibly know that? Because I can relate to being in situations like that. See the scar on my palm, got that jumping a fence, running from my ex. So they seem like kindred spirits here at the start. And how Jesse knows about Cassandra's situation, we still don't really know. But also, I like this question. Why did you sneak up on me? If you could see that, said Cassandra. It's like, that's a good question, Jesse. Like, don't just sneak up on somebody.
Right.
Didn't do that. But turns out she dropped her wallet.
Yeah, actually, that's my favorite line in the whole story.
Yeah.
The end. I don't know why, but I feel like it's just
it's very mundane. It lives up to the prompt,
It
right?
is. It's very mundane. And it's just like, I don't know how to describe it. I just feel like it's perfect. Like a perfect ending to this story.
Yeah.
You dropped your wallet, or at least a perfect ending to this entry.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's funny, but it's true, but it's mundane all at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that the true and mundane. It does feel like both of those.
Yeah.
And the whole thing, you're just like, what is going on? And then just like, you dropped your wallet. It's like,
oh. So you're not like, I don't know.
It's just like record scratch.
Yeah, exactly. But I also do wonder, I feel like we kind of are in a situation where we don't know for sure who Jesse is.
Right.
Like, Does Jesse know something about Cassandra, actually?
It seems that way.
Yeah, because how could you just know that from watching somebody running, you know?
Well, I mean, they did have their wallet, so maybe there's some information in there that
True.
would lead them to think. I don't know. Maybe Cassandra was in a news cycle.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, could be. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be that Jesse is staking out Cassandra for some reason. I don't know. Maybe
some ulterior motives.
Yeah, maybe she wants to start like a vigilante justice squad of abuse victims or something. I don't know.
Or maybe Jessie is working on the outside for her ex on the inside.
Ugh. Let's hope not.
Double agent.
Ew. Ew, Jesse.
Ew.
Ew.
Maybe.
Maybe. Could be.
Yeah,
Could
who
be.
knows?
Could be.
But I really like this entry.
Yeah. It's very mundane. Good.
You certainly
Nailed the
lived up
prompt.
to the prompt. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Curious Writer.
Yes, and we definitely hope to hear more from you.
Yeah, and from this entry as well.
Yeah.
If you want to continue it, by all means. It's got places. It's got legs. It wants to run.
It does have legs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And up next, we have Beach Day by Nick Tew.
Beach Day, not to be confused with Bitch Day.
Bitch Day.
Bitch Day.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Nick, we have a recurring character.
Nadia.
Yeah. So Nadia last week was on a spaceship.
Or, in space. It was like a space truck, basically.
Yeah, her space Jeep.
Yeah.
Yes. And she was like doing something repairing something.
She was making a satellite in the orbit of Jupiter. And that's where we learned about the Neo Nexus, which I think is instrumental to her abilities, I believe. It kind of leans that way. Yeah.
This story has deepened my questions, has increased my number of questions.
You got there.
Has deepened the mystery for me of what exactly Nadia is.
Yeah.
Because she's apparently not an alien, because she's got a friend there who is an alien. But yet she's getting to the point that she doesn't need to eat food. So
That's
maybe she's
wild.
becoming bionic.
Yeah. Or just super able.
Yeah.
In some very
but
specific way.
even the alien who is super able has to eat food.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's where I think we're getting a little bit more information about this Neo matter nexus. And I think that's kind of the core of her. Yeah. I think bionic is probably right.
Yeah, like she's becoming part machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or part whatever this Neo matter implies. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so they're trying. Okay, so this is good. They're trying to do something mundane, and this is a mundane scene for superhero type people.
Yeah. Again, part of me was like, this really misses the prompt, but it doesn't though,
No,
because like you're using these characters in a mundane way.
Right?
So yeah,
because it's exceptional characters in a mundane setting.
Yeah.
Because the dad is like, we need to do something that normal kids do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go to the beach.
Yeah. And poor dad, man, he's just trying.
Yeah.
He's doing his best.
He's trying. Okay, so we've got Nadia, we've got Yidza, and Yidza is the alien kid.
Yeah. And we also have Luke and Lucas.
Yes. Luke and Lucas, we don't know that they have special abilities, right? Or do we?
No, not exactly. No, I don't know that we do. We just know that they are just completely
enamored
and just like tied at the hip. Like,
yes.
They are always together and they fucking love each other.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Which is adorable.
Yes. And then we have Nadia and Yidza, who are definitely super abled in some way. So apparently Yidza can fly.
Yes. Yeah. And so they offer to Nadia's like, do you want to race? No. No, I don't, Dad says. And so Yidza's like, I'll race you. And so they end up doing this race down the beach. And the finish line is is Luke and
Yes.
Lucas.
Yes. The lovebirds.
The lovebirds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That's how we call it.
That's the finish line.
Yeah, where are we racing? The lovebirds.
I like, and this was mentioned in the comments, and I also even noted this like before I read the comments, but the dialogue here is so good. Like it's so natural, and it's I don't know, it's like it almost seems effortless. It's not like trying too hard.
Yeah.
You know, like that's definitely something that I struggle with in my dialogue and descriptions in general, is being too like polished.
Yeah.
You
People
know?
don't really talk that way.
Right.
Yeah.
And this just feels very natural. You know, they're talking like regular people. And I think that's something that Nick, I think we all recognize, is really, really good at.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. Yidza was faster, of course. Even without his powers, he was an actual athlete and experienced pushing his body to its limits, while Nadia didn't really need to do that in the same way. But she did keep track of the way his muscles worked. She asked her Neomatter Nexus to take notes, maybe compare with human anatomy to see how she might augment herself when she was older, at least. So yeah, we're getting some excellent information about who Nadia is and what this Neomatter Nexus can do for her. Yeah. And yeah, as you mentioned, the bionic thing, like it does seem more like machine than anything.
I like the way that Nadia's characterization, it follows from her previous characterization, like the fact that she's very curious and like always taking notes and being like, oh, how does this work? Like, you know, because at the very end of the last one, she was on her way back to Earth and she was like, I'm going to research into how old the rings of whatever are. And, you know, it's like she's always collecting information. She's a data collector.
Saving it for later. Yeah. Data hoarder. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. And then, why are you chasing us?
Yeah.
You're the finish line. So it's a great end to the scene.
Yeah, I like that paragraph. Like the offense that flew across his face made Nadia laugh too hard. It's like the fact that Luke is like genuinely offended. He's like, what do you mean I'm the finish line? Why me? That's hilarious.
Yeah. We do get another name here. Yitza was able to catch Nephis seconds later.
Yeah.
So that's a left field.
That is. I almost started wondering if like Nephis was like a nickname for Lucas or something.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, no idea. But I was wondering if maybe that was like maybe Nick had written one name and then decided to go back and change it and maybe just missed one. Unclear. I don't know. But yeah, Nephis was in there. Why are you like this?
Yeah, that's funny. I'm pretty impressed with Nadia's ability to make ice show up inside your bottle.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It reminds me of, was it the first X-Men movie? The kid who makes ice.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Wolverine grabs a Coke bottle and it's like not cold. And he just sees this kid, he hands it to him and he just chills it for him.
Cool.
It's like the most practical power.
I don't remember that.
I can make ice, Nadia suggested, to resounding agreement. Yeah. Yeah, I like this as a mundane scene for super abled people.
Yes.
In this world. And I like that we get to continue with Nadia for a while because I really liked her in last week and just getting more time with her. I really enjoyed this.
I like Nadia too. I like the development of her character.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
And up next, we have another
new submitter.
Mikey does not likey.
Mikey does not likey.
With an untitled poem.
Yay. So Mikey is just hitting us from the get-go with poetry.
Yeah, right on, dude. And
spitting rhymes.
Without further ado, as we do with, I think, all the other poems that we get, I'm going to go ahead and read us this one. So this is an untitled poem. Surely one cannot relate properly this current state of affairs, as we make countless vain attempts, dividing ours and theirs. Surely each palm that touches life shares a common goal, to achieve a life worth living loudly, whether given or stole. Surely this fey dealer of circumstance has run its game too long, and neither fame nor infamy can make one weak or strong. Surely the vastness of time and space has seen our kind before, for we think ourselves unique, whilst no one's keeping score. We indeed make countless vain attempts at making meaning exist. To achieve a life worth living loudly, our endeavors do persist. When all is calm, when all is bright, what find we in our souls? When there's no balm in darkling night, what find we in our souls? What difference makes the stones that break our spirits one by one? At end of days, 1,000 ways our spirits find their home. And so we carry on, but surely one cannot relate properly a game that's gone too long, for neither fame nor infamy extends our living song.
Excellent.
Excellent, yeah.
Okay, I like the use of the word darkling.
Of course, yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
This strikes me as just like a existential poem, existential pondering.
Yeah.
A poem of existential pondering.
And it certainly strikes thematic chords for, I think, kind of current state of affairs.
Yeah.
Like, especially this this particular stanza, the second stanza, surely each palm that touches life shares a common goal, to achieve a life worth living loudly, whether given or stole. And that is something that we call back as well, several times. I say several, at least 2 more times.
Yeah.
But that is also a life worth living loudly is a theme that we return to again and again. So yeah, it reminds me of like devaluing one person's existence over another.
Yeah, the first paragraph definitely made me feel that way, that it was about obviously this current state of affairs. But then as I read on, I'm just like, actually, to me, it just sounds like existential pondering. Like, what's the meaning of life? What's the point? We're all going to die anyway. You know, why are we trying to make meaning out of this? Or why are we trying to, like, I don't know.
Yeah, it does. It trends that way.
Yeah.
I think that it may have, like, its impetus may have been in thinking on these current states, and just it like so many things, the scope of it just gets huge. Yeah. And you just start to, the whole idea just starts to balloon out. So yeah, and we get to surely the vastness of time and space as seen our kind before. So yeah, we're certainly much larger scale than where we began. But, and I really like this fey dealer of circumstance. I really like that. Yeah. That's a great string of words there.
That's good. I find it interesting the ending, just how it changes, the meter changes, you know? I think that's really interesting.
It is. Yeah. Rhythmically, it's very interesting. And it speeds us up. It speeds up the way we read when all is calm, when all is bright. It makes me think of Silent Night, for one. What find we in our souls? And of course, this is where we get when there's no balm in darkling night, what find we in our souls? Yeah. That just kind of made me think, like, I forget where I first was taught or explained this idea of, like, what is your safe harbor? Like, what is your, like, where can you go in times of stress or, I don't know, uncertainty, like in the world or around you, is like, what is your safe harbor? That's what it made me think of, is when there's no balm in darkling night, what find we in our souls? And so that's just really what it made me think of. Yeah. And I just want to commend you on these, what difference makes the stones that break our spirits one by one. I think that's just a great string. That's just a great set right there.
It to me, that means it doesn't matter how we die, we're all going to die. Yeah. You know, it's like there's 1,000 ways that we could, you know, meet our demise. Yeah. But the end is still the same. Yeah. Demise.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then probably my favorite part is the single line. And so we carry on, but, and then we return to the original meter. And so we are brought back after this change. We have this pause, reflect, and then right back to surely one cannot relate properly a game that's gone too long. For neither fame nor infamy extends our living song.
Yeah. You know, okay, first of all, I really like the use of living song to mean life. But I just realized something. This reminds me very much of Ecclesiastes in the Bible. Yeah. Because Ecclesiastes, it's kind of depressing. And it's just like, vanity. It's just like life is pointless is basically what it's saying.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
And actually, by the way, there's, people said a long time ago that it was written by King Solomon, but it obviously wasn't, according to biblical scholars, because the usage was like a more modern, I believe, Hebrew, it's almost like if somebody wrote something, it's almost like if we found a script that was allegedly written by an English poet in 1500 and they were using modern day language.
Oh, okay.
That's impossible.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's actually believed that it was written by like scribes, who knows who, Ecclesiastes, but it's like saying that life is pointless and, we're all going to die. And
so why bother?
Like, who gives a fuck? It's very like nihilistic, like nothing matters. This kind of reminds me of that, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I don't know. I almost like feel like there's going to be some hope at the end here where it's like, and so we carry on. But, and I'm like, oh, note of hope? No. Still, though, you're going to die. Okay. Whether you're famous or infamous, whether you're good or bad, whether you are like a Nobel Peace Prize winner, like a real one, or a like Hitler, you're all going to end up in the ground.
Yeah. Nothing extends our livings on. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to know.
It is very nihilistic. Yeah.
Yeah. Mikey, does this in any way, like, have you read Ecclesiastes? Is this in any way like, similar to you?
Interesting. Yeah. I didn't really land on, I guess I kind of had the sensation of nihilism by the end of this, but I didn't really just label it. But you're exactly right. That's exactly what it is. And especially the third to last, I guess, stanza, what difference makes the stones that break our spirits one by one at end of days, 1,000 ways our spirits find their home, which the idea of our spirits find their home is kind of hopeful in the nihilism itself. In that, what difference makes the stones that break? It's like, it doesn't matter. Those, just exactly like you said, it doesn't matter. Like, our spirits find their home. But that is a kind of hopeful take on nihilism, even. Yeah. Which is fascinating. Yeah. 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 Okay. I can see that. Yeah. 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 This is some beautiful writing, Mikey. Yeah. Thanks, Mikey. And thank you for joining us this week. Yes. Please join us again. Yes, please. And up next, Jimba and Tao by you. That's right. That's you. That's me. All right. I'm ready. Okay. First off, wow. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I'm just going to, my sensation after I finished reading this was, damn, it's entrancing. Like, the whole thing is, it's a very, like, it draws you in. Yeah. And it just, it holds you there. As per usual, it's very polished work. Yeah. Yes. I can't help myself. I know. And what's more is this just feels, I wanted to say it's like this like kind of like Narnia-esque, like it's like so other, like there's no dialogue, there's nothing to root us in reality. Other than that we have fire and wooden spits, like it all feels very like almost like caveman, or just it's all just so rudimentary. That's but definitely what I was going for, is caveman. Okay. Like prehistoric. That certainly tracks, especially this second paragraph, which I'm just going to read. Okay. The massive fronds of deep emerald green were like veils protecting the modesty of the billion dazzling stars, standing naked and beautiful against a canvas colored with the deepest hues of black, purple, and indigo. The wind whistled as it rose and fell, each time reanimating the tall, blossoming stalks surrounding them. Giant petals of rich amber, orange, and red intermittently.
Intermittently.
I know. It's like, why can't I read?
I don't know.
I was trying to say indeterminately. I was like, that's not right.
You're like
Rich, amber, orange, and red intermittently fluttered down to feed the greedy fire. Beautiful and very obviously colorful.
Yes.
It's such a colorful paragraph. I think you get us through the entire visual spectrum of colors in one paragraph.
Yay.
And it's all in just this sweep of gradients, which I thought was a very that's a very specific choice, I felt like. Did you set out writing that paragraph to include all these colors? Like, again, it felt like the whole spectrum of colors is literally listed out in this paragraph.
Honestly, I didn't even realize that till you just said that. But no, I did set out to paint a colorful picture.
Okay.
But I wasn't like, I'm going to include every earthly gradient.
Because that's kind of what I got out of it.
Yeah. No, I didn't want it to be colorful though.
Yeah. Black, purple, and indigo. Amber, orange, and red.
That is true. It's
Yeah.
like the rainbow.
Yeah. Emerald green. Yeah. So we get it all.
Actually, it is Roy G. Biv.
Yeah. It's all there.
Yeah.
So,
weird.
So in a way, really you're encapsulating like all of the visual spectrum. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so one of the thing was the lack of dialogue in this, and that we have Tao and Jimba. Tao's wonderment was interpreted. Oh my God, Tao's wonderment was interrupted by a tisking sound from Jimba. So that's the closest thing that we really get to communication.
Yeah.
Or verbal communication, I should say.
Yes.
Yeah, he looked across the flames at Jimba's grinning face, so nonverbal communication. The smile emphasized wrinkles etched deep into his sun-weathered skin. Jimba's eyes glistened as the fire danced merrily in his pupils, and Tao felt a pleasant warmth grow and spread across his chest as he beheld the scene before him. So it's just this really living up to the prompt, mundane scene. Very simple.
Yeah, they're just eating, cooking,
just chilling, cooking. Yeah, it's a very warm sensation and enjoying each other's company without any word.
Right.
It sounds utterly magical.
Right?
Yeah, just the silence of it all.
Yeah.
The purity of the scene.
Yes.
Just feels so,
just the warmth of it, the simplicity. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that just carries through very, very well.
Thank you.
And then we, of course, meet Bunji.
Yes. Bunji. Bunji. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to say really fast that I was inspired to write this I was reading an article because I'm constantly reading articles about like the history of the world and especially language. Yeah. But I read an article about a week ago that was like, okay, I had read a book about Aboriginals like a few years ago. And then I'd also read about how they're like, I had read other articles about like, artifacts found, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, we are the original humans. Aboriginals, I had read that they say that like a long time ago, like years ago. And that they have this oral tradition, oral history that goes back like tens of thousands of years.
Fascinating.
Yes. And they have this whole story in like drawings, like rock drawings about their history. And it's very fascinating. But about a week ago, I read an article that, based on a hair sample, a lock of hair, which this one Aboriginal had saved from an ancestor, which was like at least 100 years old. Scientists tested it, and based on their testing and this and blah, 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 they now believe that Aboriginals are the oldest,
sweeping hand gesture.
uninterrupted lineage.
Okay.
In the history of the world.
Fascinating.
Yeah. And that being because they came out of Africa, of course, and then they quickly made their way to what is now Australia.
Yeah.
And then they got marooned over there.
Yeah.
And so they haven't been mixing, you know, for hundreds or thousands,
millions, billions,
trillions probably of years.
Yeah.
And so they actually are like, actually, they might be right. They are the oldest humans on Earth. And so I was going back to that and I looked up actually Aboriginal names.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I got the names Jimba Tau. And I looked Aboriginal pet names.
Of course you did.
And that's where I got Bunji, which means friend.
Oh.
Yes, Bunji means friend, but Jimba means something beautiful. It means laughing star.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that's why I made Jimba the like really happy smiley one.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then Tau means, I was going to look this up before this, but I forgot. Okay. Tau means twilight.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
Yeah. So Jimba is laughing star and Tau is twilight and Bunji is friend. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just in general, this is excellent. And it took me a while to realize that Bunji was their friend.
Mm-hmm.
One, well, because I don't speak Aborigines or
you don't.
No.
That's weird.
So but Bunji, as soon as I got to Tao, watched as Bunji's bewhiskered mouth opened wide and yawned, his long triangular tail swished back and forth as he rose and sauntered over to the makeshift vat that Jimba and Tao had fashioned to collect rainwater.
Uh-huh.
That just, again, you just every chance you get, you're providing more description to further make sure that we have all this rich detail around us to just live in this moment for a while. It's wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really liked this.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed writing this and I really enjoy reading it. Like, it just
it's
makes
like
me feel
kind of
happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just makes me feel like grounded and like, I don't know.
Yeah, just, so much of modernity just falls away.
Right.
In reading it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like this ability to enjoy each other's company without, modernity and like, I don't know, all the extra
and the
shit
need
that we
to
have.
express it. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And also something about Jimba and Tao, I wanted it to be, I honestly wanted it to be a kind of a very close male relationship, which was not necessarily sexual.
Right.
Because I feel like that's something that's really, really lacking in our society today.
It's just male friendships.
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally. And I wanted it to be just like very close bond. And it kind of harkened back for me to the story in the Bible of David and Jonathan. You know, King David? You know King David, right?
I know. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then Jonathan was the son of King Saul.
Okay.
Okay. And this is before David became king. Anyway, and David and Jonathan were thick as thieves. And there's actually a verse in the Bible, which I don't know what it exactly says, but okay, listen. The relationship between David and Jonathan is a profound bond of covenant friendship characterized by deep emotional loyalty, selflessness, and spiritual unity, where Jonathan loved David as his own soul. And also they talk about, I think David says that the love that he has with Jonathan is better than the love of a woman.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I don't think he's talking about a sexual relationship. I think he's just talking about our like intimate friendship.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like what I was trying to portray with Jimba and Tao.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you're right. That's something that's not, I'm trying to think of other examples of exactly that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right. Especially, I would say specifically American culture that I'm more familiar with. It's very much just something about male culture is very isolating.
Yes.
Like,
in America. Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
There's so much of like your male identity is tied up inside your independence.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah. In
your independence and your ability to
fend for yourself.
Yes, absolutely. And that's definitely a Western ideal. For sure.
Okay. I can't speak for other cultures, but yeah. Yeah,
I never noticed that having grown up in America, obviously, but whenever I moved to the Middle East, I was like, bro culture is clutch. Fucking clutch.
Yeah.
And I was just like, whoa, these guys are like girls in America. you know, with
yeah.
like their friend groups, like they go to the bathroom together,
They're all
like
cliquish,
they're
yeah.
clicky, you know? And then I gradually realized that that's something that's severely lacking in American male culture.
Yeah.
Is that close bond with your bros, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
But not Jimba and Tao.
Not Jimba and Tao. They
No.
got that bro relationship down.
They do.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, thanks for the story.
Thank you.
And up next is Fallout Exile by Richie.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Richie.
Hey, Richard.
First of all, Richie, I have to preface this by saying I have played every Fallout game since Fallout 3, and I've seen the Fallout show, but I have not seen the most recent season. So I was along for this ride 100%. That is my like go-to game. Like I just want to like always go back to that game. Like it's like once a year I just like I have to go back. Something about it is it's an oddly beautiful game, but it's also horrible. Like it's a post-apocalyptic, like nuclear post-apocalyptic like setting. Like everything's in a wasteland, but there's just something so fantastic about it that it's almost, as horrible as this sounds, it kind of feels like a fantasy. It's like you've read The Stand by Stephen King?
No.
Okay. And I won't dwell on this idea, but despite something being so horrible, just being so far removed from all of what we know, it can feel like an escape. And that's what Fallout really feels like. Despite it being, there's some horrible shit that happens. Like, and it's just, it's dirty, it's grimy, it's ugly, and people are horrible to each other, but it's no less an escape for that. So I really do appreciate this setting for that.
Nice.
And yeah, there's so much like fan service in this story. So
Okay, so as somebody who knows nothing of Fallout,
what'd you think of it? Yeah.
Never watched it or played it or whatever. But I did read Richie's comment that it was, about Fallout. But I was still able to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like I still appreciated the story. I didn't know the illusions and all that stuff, but I liked the way that he laid this setting out of this girl Tink, and her just like cooking in this trash can, you know, and they're like scavenging for food and all this stuff. I really, really liked the way that everything was described and painted a picture, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And having obviously played everything, like the picture was right there for me out of the title. Like I kind of knew what I was expecting, what to expect going into this. And so whenever I'm just going to read a line and just kind of see what you took away from this, because I'm really kind of curious. Another day in the wasteland, she thought to herself as she pondered her next steps. Tomorrow, she would put her plan into action and deal with Mulvey for good. That bastard had it coming one way or the other. She stared at the scar on her left palm where Mulvey had pinned her to the wall with an ice pick after she had been caught sneaking food to the scavenging children who wandered the dead forests outside the vault. What do you take away from that paragraph?
Well, I read it pretty much at face value.
Yeah.
She seems to me kind of like a Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Stealing, she's kind of like a vigilante. She's trying to help these poor children, getting punished for it. Reminded me also of Hunger Games, where that bakery kid, I forgot his name. PETA, where PETA is giving bread to Katniss.
Also, can we just acknowledge that he's a baker and his name is PETA?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Really?
Seriously though?
Come on though.
Little too obvious.
A little too on the nose.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on.
All right. Yeah. And I don't know. She's just the good guy. She's the hero. She's the heroine. She's the person we all wish we could be as cool as, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we that idea kind of recurs. I say the idea, the forest outside the vault, and then we get, she could relate to other vaulters' apprehensiveness. So
she's a Gryffindor for sure.
Okay. Okay, right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so much of this just calls up just how kind of dirty and grimy everything is. Tink drank from a water bottle. she had managed to find a source nearby that wasn't too dirty. It didn't set off her Geiger counter, at least.
Yeah.
And so just like these little clues that...
Yeah, and it kind of, for me, it also kind of seemed like, what is that movie with Uma Thurman where they're living in a wasteland?
Uma Thurman? Maybe Charlize Theron?
Charlize Theron, yeah.
Yeah. I still can't think of the name of it. Mad Max.
Yes,
Fury
Mad
Road,
Max.
yeah.
Yes. So it also kind of reminds me of like a Mad Max type of setting.
Yeah.
Like everything is this nasty, dirty wasteland.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah. And that all comes across very, very exactly, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do get dialogue here. I brought this, she said, and tossed a paper wrapped hunk of Brahmin meat onto the makeshift table that Tink had set potatoes on. What? No cram? Tink said. Everything's locked down at the vault. Pablo tried. No dice. No cram, you mean. So yeah, again, just, I think you make this feel so effortless, like this, just this very natural flow of dialogue and action at the same time, tossing food, having this conversation, and just excellent dialogue as usual. Yeah. Shove it, Tink said. They chuckled. So yeah, it is a very mundane scene in the wasteland, which again goes to further show how you can qualify what is and is not mundane just by the setting alone.
Yeah, to me, the highlight of the story is the scene setting and the descriptions of the activities that they're doing.
Yeah.
I really found myself immersed in it, you know?
Yeah, it is, immersive, for sure. Yeah. Well, thank you, Richie. I really enjoyed
Richie.
this.
Me too.
And up next, we have the last piece of the puzzle by Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve. So this is part 3, and
Yes.
arguably, based off the title, the final entry for the puzzle. So yeah, we're back with Brian and Jan, and we are, I guess, putting paid to our questions of what did Chris know, and why was it dangerous?
Yeah, why were they after him?
Yeah, and so we get exactly that. So they're out here drinking coffee and just kind of discussing. You know, they're all still kind of shell shocked by the whole thing, but they come down to it and they say, we got to share it. We got to share it with the world, and we'll credit Chris and say that it's his idea and everything. Yeah. And this was Chris's plan. 1, flat tax for everyone. Figure out a percentage that would pay for everything. If there are any overages due to unforeseen events, then take a percentage of everyone's total worth to make up for it. In most cases, it would come out to around 0.25% to 0.5%. 2, rate all government services based on 2 things. A, overhead. Lower the better, like a great nonprofit. B, citizen satisfaction rating, just like customers rate businesses. If those 2 ratings are good at the same time, you know it's running right. Chris Stevenson. So this is his plan. Yeah. And it's very straightforward.
It is.
It's very simple.
Very easy.
Very balanced.
Yeah. Yeah. Very balanced. And it sounds like up above, because I just realized that I do have a question about something. Okay. I just don't understand. Okay. Yeah. Where it says like, yeah, Brian lets out a long sigh. I just don't understand. Why would someone kill him over a puzzle? Even with Eric's last 2 pieces making sense, it's just not enough. It's too simple. Anyone could have come up with that. But touche, why did they kill him over something so simple? Which, if this is, where are they again? Sweden?
At the moment, yes, because they went to Eric.
Yeah. So this is what they're doing in Sweden, right? In this story?
Presumably that's where they still are, yeah.
Yeah, so they're doing that tax plan in Sweden.
Oh.
Because Eric seemed to be like, yeah, this is what we do. And this American figured it out or something.
Or I thought that maybe they had gone to Sweden to talk to this Eric guy where... my thought was that Chris was planning to try and have this spread through the United States. Yeah. Was what I was thinking.
But what I'm saying is, if this is already happening in Sweden and everybody kind of knows about it, then why did they? Because they said that he got his ideas from Eric. Like the reason they went to Sweden was to track down whoever you know.
Yeah. That I'm not sure.
Okay. I get the feeling from reading these that it's something that's already happening in Sweden or something that's already very familiar.
Yeah.
So question, why did they kill Chris if this idea was already widespread and known?
Right. Yeah.
I wonder if there's something more.
Yeah. Something more nefarious.
Yeah.
Maybe Chris was deeper into something than this puzzle.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Because if it's already kind of a known thing, I wouldn't imagine that he would be killed for it.
Yeah. Yeah, because these don't strike me as terribly novel ideas.
Right. And even in the story, I feel like it's kind of saying that it's not terribly novel, you know?
Well, it could be a novel combination of ideas, in that like this combination of ideas hasn't ever been implemented in this way. It just strikes me. It strikes me as too simple for a large scale thing.
Exactly.
Like in a small society, this actually does strike me as something feasible. Like this would make sense. Like even it could even scale up to maybe, I don't know, maybe 1 million people. You could get away with a system like this. But it just seems like once it gets larger than that, I don't know. It just seems like corruption's going to ruin everything.
Right.
And this seems ripe for being taken advantage of due to corruption.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it seems to me that Brian has the same question. He's like, this is too simple. Why would they kill him for that?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'm basically asking the same question that Brian's asking.
Yeah. And I echo the same question. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I will say this. I feel like this is a pretty mundane scene.
It is, yeah. Them just drinking coffee.
Yeah, they're just drinking coffee and chatting about taxes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I feel like definitely, Steve, you nailed the mundane part of this.
Yeah, definitely meets the prompt head on.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I like how they're bonding at the end over this, idea.
Yeah, this idea and just them remembering Chris.
Yeah, it ends on a very positive note.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a theme that we see in Steve's writing.
Yeah. Certainly lean towards the positives.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
And our final story to circle back is Play and Delay by Jake.
Okay, hey Jake.
Hey Jake.
Is saucy.
This is saucy.
Okay, Jake, I'd like to start by saying that even though you said that Matt is disgusting for associating with me, thereby inferring that I am really disgusting, aside from all that, I do not think that this story was disgusting or gross.
I also do not think that.
Yeah.
If anything, this story kind of just makes me sad. Like it's a sad story, right?
Okay, so you know what I just realized? When you said it makes me sad, I was like, well, what does it make me? And then I was just like kind of shrugged and I was like, meh. And then I was like, Jake nailed
the mundane. Prompts. Yeah.
Because I'm just like, it makes me feel like this is life.
Yeah, this is just how this
this is just how it be.
How it do.
Yeah, this is how it do.
Yeah.
This is very mundane. This is very sad. No, not really. It's just
okay. Sad may be a little overreach, but yeah, it's just kind of like, poor fella.
Yeah, it seems like this guy's life kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And it seems like the girl's life kind of sucks.
Maybe she just knows what she wants.
Maybe. But
your face, maybe.
There's something in there that I forgot. I'll have to look through it, but that made me think she is not super like elated with her choices or something. But it's so mundane.
It is, yeah. Despite how, as you said, saucy this particular story is. Yeah, it is quite mundane.
Yeah.
And there's just some interesting realizations from our main character at very interesting times. He hadn't been on the receiving end of attention like this for years. The way she eyed him in the little moments that she didn't know he saw. The way her mouth defied gravity when he was around, always lifting in a smile towards the skies. Not only was she cute and gorgeous, but she was trouble for him. And now he was inside her, and he didn't think he wanted to be anymore. What a time to come to that realization.
Yeah.
Like, why did it have to come to this moment for you to have this realization, main character? I just thought it's interesting, the timing of it all, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. The timing of his realization. It just seems like they're all going through the motions. Yeah. Both of them. Because it's like she moaned in the expected ways, moved her hips in the right times, touched the right places. And then afterwards, she smoked a cigarette between her yellowing fingers. And they talked about how much fun it was and how much they liked it. Yeah. It all seems super lame.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, just like checking box. Yeah. Yeah, check this box, check this box. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yeah,
but then he's like, he was a man of 52 and he knew that he shouldn't be flirting with a girl that young, but he always thought of it like this: the heart wants what it wants. It don't sound like your heart wants this.
Exactly, yeah. And again, it's like, who are you trying to convince?
Yeah.
Yeah. What does your heart want? Do you even know what your heart wants? At this point, it's just like you said, going through the motions.
Right. Just doing shit.
Because she's 24, like, surely this is what my heart must want.
Yeah. But it's like, this is what they tell me that my heart should want.
Right. And at this line, he didn't think he wanted to be anymore. It's like, no, that's not at all right. So, I do think you're exactly right. He nailed the mundane scene. It just happened to be around sex.
Yeah.
So, wow, well done.
Yeah.
To have sex laid out so meticulously and be so mundane at the same time. Monotonous.
Yeah. It just seems monotonous, and it makes me not want to bone.
Yeah, it's kind of like, mildly nauseating.
It's mildly a boner killer. Yeah. It's a boner killer. Yeah.
Yeah.
A sex scene, a detailed sex scene, kind of, which is a boner killer. I think that's hard to do, and I feel like you did it.
Hard to do.
And I feel like Jake nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like seriously, to make a sex scene,
absolutely,
not even a violent or bad or what's the word when you consent? Unconsenting. It's not even that. It's just boring.
Yeah. Boring. And I guess at the end it is bad in the way that he is cheating on his wife or his partner, whoever. And it's just, there's just nothing satisfying about this scene. Yeah. Nothing really is achieved.
No.
We don't really go anywhere. We as readers learn a few things, but otherwise the character just is exactly the way that they were when the scene began. Yeah. No growth, no change, no understanding, just.
Although he did understand, he did actually start questioning what he was doing.
Yeah, and I guess that one, like, he didn't think he wanted to be anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and so Jake indicated that this is something that is like reflecting things that he's going through in his own life in a way. Like it's somehow a allegory for, what did he say exactly?
I'll pull it up. The story is one big metaphor for me. The sex, at least to me, is representative of various issues and problems in life that you sometimes can't change. The reveal at the end is a symbol of the realization that sometimes what you think can be the best thing to work towards can be unhealthy and wrong. So yeah, a bit more metaphor than allegory. Yeah, and that's exactly what I took from it. The best thing to work, the thing you think is best to work towards can be unhealthy and wrong. And it's exactly, because she's 24, this must be what I should want. Yeah. And it's just, no. No, that's not true at all, actually. Yeah. This is really good, Jake. I really did enjoy this for what it's trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's very good at doing exactly what I think you set out to try and achieve. Yeah, wonderful.
And I would argue, not knowing exactly what Jake is referencing, that it actually is an allegory, because an allegory is just an extended metaphor.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Fair. Yeah. So instead of just using one metaphor, like her hips were a palm swaying, You know?
Okay, yeah.
The whole story
is metaphor.
Metaphor. So I'm making an allegory, but I don't know what it stands for. So, but it's something in Jake's life that he's working through.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I really like this, Jake. And you had mentioned that this is something that you were considering writing more of and kind of maybe diving into the romanticy side of it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do that.
Do
that.
Do it.
That's just I don't know why. That's just something I don't think that I have it in me to write like that.
I saw that you were talking about romanticy, but I was in the middle of hurting students when that conversation was happening.
Hurting students?
Hurting. I was torturing them.
Why would you do that?
No, hurting.
Oh.
Hurting. But what is romanticy? Romantic fantasy?
Romance fantasy, yeah.
So what is it? What about it is different than just romance?
It's a fantasy world, and like there could be.
So when you say you don't have it in you to write that, you mean you also don't have it in you to write romance itself?
Right, yes.
Okay.
Mostly the romance side. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Fantasy is difficult enough on its own. I struggle enough with sci-fi, which I feel like I have a better grasp on. So to add in romance as a core like shtick, I don't think I'm creative in that way.
What would be an example of a romanticy? Like a really good example
of romanticy?
Yeah, because I feel like most fantasy has romance involved, but
well, it's not spicy in the way that romance can be spicy.
Okay, but what's the difference between fantasy with a romantic component and romanticy is what I'm saying.
I would say coming from somebody who has not read romance or fantasy really much at all, by much at all, I think I've actually read any of it.
You've never read The Hobbit?
I've read fantasy. I have not read any romantasy or just romance, really. So I'm aware of things like 50 Shades of Grey,
right?
Which would be cast in a romance.
Yeah. But is it romantasy?
No, that one's just romance.
So what is an example of romantasy?
Well, I believe we covered, what was it, Cricket? Do you remember Cricket in our Sick Author Burn?
Cricket?
Yeah, the one that Richie brought to us.
Oh, the one that Richie, yes.
Yeah, that was technically a romantasy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah,
okay.
It does.
Because I really,
you.
And if you have any, if you would like to read any romantasy, there's tons of suggestions on the Discord.
Okay, I'm going to look.
Yeah, there's like a lot.
Okay.
There's like a lot of suggestions on the Discord.
I'm going to look. I'm going to check.
Go do that.
Okay.
But yeah, all to circle back, Jake, excellent work.
Yes.
Thank you for submitting this to us. I think you absolutely nailed the mundane scene.
Definitely.
And in a very unique way.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
And that is all of our stories for this week.
Woo!
So shout out to Walker for being selected here today, as well as Jake and Curious Writer 25. Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Nick, to you, Mikey does not like. Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
And you wrote a thing, Rachel.
I did.
Richie and Steve.
Thank everybody.
What a hell of a turnout.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
It's
man,
fantastic.
I had such a great time with the reading this week.
Me too.
Makes me think like mundane scenes are really fun to read. I don't understand.
Maybe, I don't know, but maybe it's just that it's easier to follow. It
that might be it.
Kind of reduces the cognitive burden. Because like, for example, whenever there's all these action scenes going on that are also talking about things that I am not familiar with at all, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's actually labor intensive to read.
Cognitive burden,
exactly.
I think is a great way to describe it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So whenever you remove that cognitive burden, you're talking about mundane things that we're all familiar with, then it just frees up more cognitive space to just enjoy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And even in things that we are unfamiliar with, it just gives us time to sit in this space and become familiar with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. Excellent work, guys.
So good.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes us into episode 74. So for episode 74, we are issuing a music prompt. And you can find a link to that track.
It's lovely.
Under episode 74 on our subreddit. And the words to accompany this music prompt are positive, spend, magazine, census, and reader. So positive.
Alrighty. Positive is an adjective. It is also an adjective. No, it's a nominative adjective.
Nominal adjective? No, nominative.
Yeah, just like adjectival noun, a nominative adjective. Yeah. Wait, what did we say? Nominal? Let's say not. Okay, yeah, nominal. Okay. It's a nominal adjective as well. Like, for example, I got a positive. Like, for example, if you're taking a test, a positive.
Oh, yeah.
A positive.
Yeah.
That's like using the adjective as a noun. So, okay, positive, interestingly, is generally associated with good, like the opposite of negative. But when you're talking about medical tests, not
it could
necessarily.
Be bad.
Yeah.
Often in the medical world, that is the inverse of good.
Right.
That is
exactly.
quite bad.
Like I tested positive for fill in the blank with something horrible. Yeah. Positive is also like a scientific thing. Well, I mean, like medicine is science, but
Yeah. In physics, there is positive and negatively charged electrons. And so like particles have like protons are positively charged. Electrons are negatively charged. And then you also have like positive and negative charge in DC current. It's all, positive.
And positive, like it's obviously it's obviously related to the word posit. So I posit that blah, 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 which is not negative or positive. So grammatically, this is like really hard to explain to my students because I'm like, for example, we only use the word yet for interrogative or negative sentences. And when I say negative, they're like, oh, like it's bad. I'm like, no, like
just contrary.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's just not, it's basically exist. Positive is basically it exists.
Okay.
And negative is it doesn't exist.
Ah, that does make sense in the scientific world. Yeah. Because they cancel each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, the existence is canceled out by non-existence.
Exactly.
It's like matter, antimatter.
Exactly. So it's like if like yet is used in like I haven't done it yet. That's not a bad thing. That's just that it doesn't exist yet.
So it's a negative.
It's a negative, but I can't say I have done it yet. You can't say that because
I'm
that's
just going to start saying that now. Just to confuse everyone.
I've done it yet.
I've done it yet.
Yeah. That will be so confusing. So confusing.
Exactly.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
But anyway, so positive literally just means exist in existence.
Yeah. Yeah. And our next word is spend.
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 Spend. Spend is a verb. It's to use. We usually use it with the word time and money. Energy. Spend time, spend money, spend energy. What else can we spend? Spend my years, spend my life. That's time.
That's all time, yeah. Spend.
But you know what's interesting though? According, of course, to the way we understand physics, time and space are the same thing. Okay, but you can't spend space. Like you can. You'd be like, I spent the last mile listening to blah, blah, blah. Well, never mind. We can't spend space.
Yeah. Which is another way of spending time.
Right.
Yeah.
But
because to spend space is to use time to move through space.
Right.
Yeah. So
exactly. Exactly.
I guess you could also make the same argument that to spend energy or to spend money is to also spend time.
Yeah. My head just
it's
exploded.
All just time.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Well, time is money.
Yep. There it is. Yep. So it's all time. The only thing that you can actually spend is time.
That's
you heard
true.
it here.
You heard it here.
That's it. And our next word is magazine.
Ooh, okay, magazine. Magazine is a noun. Unless, can you use it as a verb? Here we go.
A magazine, a ring, a ding. No,
no, that doesn't work. Okay. Magazine. It can be like the thing that you read. It can be like the thing in your gun.
Mm-hmm.
A magazine, which I don't completely know what that is because I don't use guns.
I think it's a clip full of ammo.
To me, I think it's ammo. I just don't know in what form it is or what it looks like.
I think it's a clip.
Okay.
Best guess. I don't know. I don't personally own any magazines.
Ooh.
So.
Okay.
Oh, that's actually not true. We have some Nat Geo magazines. So.
Nat
we did.
Geo,
I don't know if we still do.
Hey. Okay. Is there anything other usage of magazine? A magazine. Can't it be like a collection or something like that?
A store for arms, ammunition, explosives.
Ooh.
So yeah, a magazine.
So
it's
you
basically
go to the magazine.
Yeah.
To get a magazine.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The magazines are stored in the magazine.
Yeah, and a magazine in the firearm is a chamber for holding a supply of cartridges to be fed automatically. So yeah, like a clip.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Yeah, it's those 3 nouns.
Okay. I do challenge all of you to try pronouncing the word magazine at least once in the next week as magazine.
Magazine.
Yeah. Magazine. And see what happens.
Yeah. And our next word is census.
Oh, this is a very old-fashioned word.
How so?
I just feel like it's old.
No evidence to back that up. I just feel like it's old.
It just feels old to me.
That's an old ass word.
Very old. Like very fucking old.
Could you guess its roots?
Latin. That's all I have to say about that. Wait,
right,
okay, Latin from 100. I don't know.
Sincere?
Oh.
Which is assess, I think.
That's
it.
Okay. All right. Can you tell us when that word originated?
This sincere?
No, census.
Oh, early 17th century.
I knew it.
Denoting a poll tax.
I knew it. Well, okay. It's, compared to other words, not that old. But,
I was going to say, I was like, that's really not that bad.
It's not. Well, I mean, when you think about when English itself came into existence, there's much older words.
Much.
But there's also much younger words.
So it's just right in the middle. It's very average.
Pretty much. Very mundane word. Yeah. Okay. And nextly?
Is reader.
Reader.
Did we even define census?
Oh no, we didn't. Oops, sorry, I forgot.
What is census?
It's accounting.
Accounting of people, no?
Yes.
Yeah, specifically accounting. People.
And accounting of people. Census. I don't know. Can't you take a census of animals?
I suppose you could. The official definition just says an official count or survey of a population.
Yeah, a population. Okay, that's good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I suppose you could.
Mm-hmm. So census, I mean, anytime that I get census mail, I throw it away immediately.
I'm going to have to cut that out, aren't I?
Oh, really?
You just admitted to a crime.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Well, I feel like they should just know, don't bother me with your questions,
I died years ago. Can't you tell?
You should know. Well, seriously, look at my fucking government documents. I mean, they have all that shit. Why do they even make us do our own fucking taxes?
We've had this conversation before, yeah.
They have all of that information. Don't bother me. Leave
me the fuck alone.
Yeah, just let me live my life in peace.
Had enough of your paperwork bullshit.
Right.
And our final word is reader.
So, interestingly, I want you to define this word, actually.
Reader?
Mm-hmm.
Is someone who reads?
Anything else?
Well, I think of a noun, like your readers.
Oh, like glasses.
Reading glasses. I got my readers.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay. Also, it is a noun. It's kind of a noun for a little book, a reader.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I know because I help my students to check out readers from the library.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because they're dumb and they can't read real books.
You're so mean.
I'm just joking. It's not their first language. I would have to use readers too in their language. So, anyway, yeah, it's just like a little book for learning to read, basically.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, technically, there's a machine called a reader.
Oh,
like technically, the definition includes a machine to read microfilm. That's a reader.
Okay. Well, also, you can have like a code reader or a something else reader. There's temperature reader.
That's a thermometer.
Okay.
A thermometer.
All right.
And a speed reader is a speedometer.
Oh.
Speedometer?
Right.
Yep. So those words again are positive, spend, magazine, census, and reader. And if you want to be like these wonderful writers and submit your story to You Write, head on over to our subreddit at reddit.com/r/YouWritePod.
If you're unable to submit a story this week, that is fine. You can help out by reading and commenting on other people's stories.
Each time you post a story or leave a comment on someone else's submission, you increase your chances of having your story read on the podcast.
You can also reach us at yourwritepod@gmail.com.
If you like our show and want to help support us, head on over to patreon.com/YouWrite and maybe donate. Maybe do that. Oh, and apparently you can subscribe for free on Patreon.
Oh.
I'm not sure what that's good for us, but you can do that.
Yeah. I'm not sure why you would want to.
I mean, it's really quiet over there.
Yeah, like what do you do over there?
I only have so much bandwidth to like post stuff. And so, yeah, it's really quiet over there. So.
Right. But you can go there if you want.
You can go there and you can do that.
You can do that.
Yep.
If you are unable to donate, that is fine. You can help us by sharing the podcast with other writers and non-writers alike.
If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the podcast so you know as soon as new episodes are available.
Also, be sure to leave us a rating and review in your podcatcher of choice.
And remember, join us next week on You Write,
a podcast where you write. When the moon hits your eye like a bigger pizza pie, that's amore.
See y'all next week.
Ooh, that's amore. When bells start to ring, ring-a-ding-a-ding, ring-a-ling-a-ding, ring-a-ling-a-ding, that's amore.
And just, okay, gonna leave us on a half
That's all I've
cadence
got.
then. Okay. Cool.
I don't know the last words.